My son's really doing fine, but he is going through a lot of stuff. By the way, 212 Fahrenheit. Seriously? That's what everybody's pointing to, right? From the movie London Boulevard that I watched over the course of last weekend and this weekend. That's interesting. We'll get to some comments. Did I not finish the comments yesterday? I'm thinking. And so we'll finish those. But this is really, really weird. Freaky. So I told you I met my second wife the day my son turned 22. He was born 10/22, 83. There's the 83. You know. So when you he was my best man. When you run him to my wedding day. Oops. Almost put my birthday in there. And we got married in 2007. 7/14/2007. When he was my best man, he was 8666 days old. 207 on the hours, which is 119 plus 88. 23 years, 8 months, 22 days old. So you got the 22 for murder. You got the 38 for murder. 38 murder in gematria, the 22, 83 and 38 are murder in gematria. 8 minutes, 38 seconds plus the 22 gives you the perfect 9 minutes. 8666 days old. That's just insane. And his apartment number is 121 Antichrist. Can't make that up. I can make a video next time I'm there to prove that to y'all. 14357 is where he's at right now. The 14 trade 57. On 212 Fahrenheit, according to that album, London Boulevard, it'll be 14358. Amount of rooms at Mar-a-Lago, amount of floors at Trump Tower. It's big. It's a big number. Now his number is 43626. 1436. He and I both have 362 in our number. I'm 7 times 6 times 1961. See this 362 at the end? Remember, it's 8, 2, 36, 2, 666, right? Because 8 is a triangular number of 36. 36 is a triangular number of 666. A triangular number means when you add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8, when you do that 1 plus 2 all the way to plus 8, you get 36. When you do 1 plus 2 plus 3 all the way through plus 35 plus 36, you get 666. So 8's the triangular number of 36, and 36 is the triangular number of 666. And when I was divorced on Groundhog Day, 2009, it had the 8 and the 36. Can't make it up, I know. It's crazy. So my son's number also has the 362 like mine does. 10 times 22 times 1983, 362. Mine ends in 362. His is in the heart of the number. So he and I both, very weird, right? And 36 to 666, basically what it's standing for. When I got married, he was 8666. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm 22501. What day is that when I'm that? Tomorrow. '22 May Day, 501. My May Day friend is 138. Others have the 148, 8165. My son will be the 4362 days old. 14362 on the 216, which means Trump would go down on Valentine's Day since he's wearing the hearts all over I Pet Goat, and rise on 216 Antichrist, 6 times 6 times 6. In the hours, you got the 688. 68 is reversal of 86. 344688. If you're looking for a pattern numbered code, if we were to go to 1988, October 2nd, if you were to run it to the 14th, it's 34412. 34412, and he's got 344688 in the hours. So you're right there at that wheelhouse of the 344. 34 years, 4 months. I don't know how to make that sync up with. It's probably pretty easy to do. No, you can't really make it sync up after the 344. But if an event pops off tomorrow, which all the predictive programming from all these YouTube sites seems to say, and from our contributors seems to tell us that, I've run stuff that's very poignant for the 12th. I can't remember what it all was. 125.51. Wow. From the Donnie Darko date, it's 125.53. Both third marriage progressions. 5 times 5 times 5 is 125, and 53 is my third marriage progression out 2 digits, if you've been following along with how all that works. All hits on Valentine's Day, the day of love. Marriage progressions. On the day he would rise, potentially, 125.55, which is, again, third marriage progression 2 different ways. 125 is 5 times 5 times 5. Then my marriage number that does not progress is a 5. My first marriage came to 5176. First wife 62848. Me. First wife 62848. Me. I didn't clear the screen. So you see how it's 51. 5 is my original marriage number, or single digit, okay? But 51, then when I married my second wife, it progresses to 52, and then the next one would be 53, or 5, 5, 5. Well, my second wife, who was my 5, had that in her number. 10 times 28 times 1973. 55244. We've shown you how everything about her and her kids were all progressions. Wife progressions, marriage progressions. It all matched up perfectly. And how she and I have that mathematical anomaly. My number times her number times each year has a two rotating numbers over a 16-year period that then progress. 627, 127 after 16 years rotation goes to 628, 128, right in the middle of the number for 16 years. It'll do that. That goes backwards and forwards, infinity, period. The personal ciphers will definitely tell the story once it happens. We'll go back and be able to look. Not that we'll have any internet or I'll be here to be able to show you any of that, but I definitely look to the personal numbers more so than I do anything else. But I don't expect y'all to, because you're not living it. You don't feel it. You haven't seen all this. I've seen this my whole life. Sure have. So tomorrow is I Am Batman, the Porsche 718. Don't forget, it was basically the same car as the Porsche 911, and they released the Dark Knight on 718. The birthing of that Porsche was at the 24 Hours of Le Mans on June 22nd, 1957. Trump Tower opening is tomorrow. 2 different penumbral lunars in 98. Year my stepdaughter was born. 98th verse is White Horse. Her number 3 times 19 times 1998. She's got the 138 in her number for Donald Trump. She's got the 88 in her number for Trump and the 86ing of him. All in her number, and she's born at 808, and her first name, middle initial, and last name comes to 148, the same as Trump's first name, middle initial, and last name. Our contributor verified that. You can ask him that on his what do you call it? The Twitter site that I showed you he's got. Instant message him, ask him. He'll tell you. It's crazy. iPad Goat 2 official release date progresses to tomorrow. GoldenEye, James Bond Begins with a Dr. No release date. Lincoln assassination. It's big. I put Super Bowl 57. That was not. What Super Bowl was that? What Super Bowl had the blackout? '47. Super Bowl 47 results. Yep, 49ers Ravens. Okay, just making sure. So it's 10 years ago. Super Bowl 47 blackout progresses to the 14th, which would be the rising day if he goes down tomorrow. I guess at what? A Super Bowl party? Now, if tomorrow's the big, some catastrophic event that then leads to Trump going down on the 14th, which leads to his rising on the 16th, which is the opening of the book of Revelation. So it's progressions of 2 even numbers, 12, 14, 16. Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. If he goes down on Valentine's Day, the 14th, that is the Alec Baldwin progression that occurred on October 21st. Brad Pitt. Donald Trump escalator. So that was 6. I think the escalator. On June 16th, 2015. Yes. So on June 16th, 2015, which is one of the biggest ciphers I think we have. If he were to go down on that 14th, it is a perfect 28,000 days. And believe it or not, that's how many days old he is. On the 14th, he's 28,000 even with a 4. And the escalator ride is an even 28,000 without the 4. So it's a perfect match of what this guy the other day called a perfect number, 28. Because all the factors except 28, when you add them together, 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus, what is it, 2 times 14, and then 4 times 7. So all the factors except the number itself, you know, 1 and the number, of course, even that's what prime numbers are. 1 and the number are the only 2 factors. Well, you can just use the, you do use the 1, you don't use the number itself. So they call those perfect numbers. Whatever. It's just math. It's an anomaly. And Trump to Valentine's Day does have 2096 in the hours, which is Eve in New Testament Strong's Concordance is G 2096. And he's got 2096 in the hours. So does something happen that shows weakness in America, susceptible to attacks as damage occurs in the land? Terrorist attacks. Does something happen on all this predictive programming, Black Sunday and all that kind of stuff, and then on the 14th, through the weakness, they get to him, and he goes down on Valentine's Day. And then he rises on 216. Because that would be the day the book of Revelation is open, and he would be 28,000 even, 28,000, 6 days old. And that was the score in the game when the blackout occurred, 28-6. Did I tell you my son was 8666 days old when I married my second wife, Candy? Candyman. I'm Candyman. Trump's Candyman. Been telling you that. All these numbers relate to everything. Trade Logic Before Authority just put out a short vid. Amazing info you will never believe. For the first time in history, the traditional pregame military. Yeah, I saw that. I do subscribe to Logic Before Authority. Yeah, the first all female. So again, that's divine feminine programming. The pilots told ABC's Good Morning America. The 2 of the 4 female pilots will orchestrate a diamond. Well, I'll tell you what that alludes to, if I may. Such an idiot. Goldfinger Fly Over airplanes. It's one of the most fascinating scenes in movie history because these things just weren't done. So in Goldfinger, they had the diamond shape. So the diamond shape, and it's all women pilots. Where's the diamond? It showed the diamond in the thumbnail. Well, it's all female pilots. There's the diamond. Yay. So there they are. It's fascinating, eh? Okay, so I made a little Facebook on it. They're mimicking the Goldfinger Fly Over, as we just spoke of. And interesting how in the shape of the diamond, we are at the 125 mark of the video. LOL. 5 times 5 times 5. Oh, all female. Yeah. Can't make it up. Christian, way to go. I had saw that in Logic Before Authority. Didn't even think to do a video on it. There's so much I don't do with y'all because I'll think about it, but I don't write it down, and I just stay in this rut of these 37 progressions and bouncing off other dates. But Trump being exactly 28,000, 2,800 days since the escalator, and he's at the perfect 2,800 in his days old, plus another digit, making it 28,000 in a 28,004, 28,006. I mean, it's Super Bowl Sunday. He could go down tomorrow because think about it. It's 28. Escalator ride, he was 2,800 even days. Oh, but that's from the 14th. Yeah, my bad. So the escalator ride is a perfect 2,800 on the 14th. They could do the rising, like he could go down on the 12th, rise on the 14th, which would be the opposite. Like he descended and rose on the same day, kind of thing, like harken back to 2,800 days descended and yet rose. I don't know if I'm making sense, but y'all get the idea. It's crisscross. Or descending on the descent and then rising 2 days later at the Super Bowl score of 28,006, 28-6. That makes the most sense, doesn't it? Him going down on Valentine's Day makes the most sense, doesn't it? They're going to be flying F-35Cs. And we told you how 35 is in the number of husband, in the number of wife, in the number of bride, and in the number of bridegroom in Strokes of Quartus New Testament. 1135, 435, 3565, 3566. Rihanna, like Diamonds in the Sky song. Yeah, well, diamonds are big with the divine feminine. Diamonds and the divine feminine. Diamonds and waterfalls. Divine feminine integration, how to make the whole world support the diamond net on Patreon. Divine feminine. That video I watched, I was telling y'all about. Let's go to YouTube. See if I can find her. The divine feminine and diamonds, waterfalls. The divine feminine. That's what Shine On You Crazy Diamond is. So videos are strange. If I just say the divine feminine, if I could find that lady talking, she's an African-American lady. I'm hoping she would be in the thumbnail. But you can see this here, the return of the divine feminine, truth revealed. Gaia, which of course is what?
Yeah. First Enoch tells how the Jews worshiped the.
So I don't know. Here's the divine feminine explained. You see the pentagram. This is not the same lady, though. It was.
Hello, this is Georgina Rose, part-time esoteric
Rose, which is a symbol of the divine feminine. The Rose line. Remember, in the movie The Da Vinci Code, that's what they were talking about. They were talking about the divine feminine. And, but I can't find her. Maybe I've got it in the saved. Hang on. I did not have it in any special place, but Christian, amazing, good stuff. Thank you, my friend. Christian went on to say diamonds, chocolates, and all that kind of stuff. Good stuff, Christian. Top Gun from Pembroke Pines, directing first ever all-female pilot Super Bowl flyover. Top Gun Maverick, Tip of the Spear, Viper Speech, Viper, Medusa, Berlin, Take My Breath Away, Pembroke Pines, Twin Pines, Back to the Future. Amazing correlations there and connections there, Christian, to show. By the way, his comments, watch these two videos in description. The show will include two FA 18F Super Hornets from Flying Eagles. You know, what's weird is also, you know how I've shown y'all in my county, you got Red Devils, Blue Devils, which makes purple. Both Devils. Winter Haven Red Devils, Kathleen Blue Devils, Lake Wales Highlanders. They just won state. I think high school is also rigged through the coaches, not the players. Lake Wales Highlanders won state. Highlanders, come on. Also the Lakeland Dreadnoughts Battleship, and we know about that movie Battleship, and that it's all about the same stuff. And the two teams that won state in our county both are orange and black, the Halloween colors. Lakeland Dreadnoughts, Halloween colors. Lake Wales Highlanders, Halloween colors. They both won state in our county. Well, we also have the Haines City Hornets. And the Bartow Yellow Jackets. That's the county seat, Bartow. Bartow Yellow Jackets. And they just had a movie called Yellow Jackets, or series on TV. So anyway, Lake Wales Highlanders, orange and black. Lakeland Dreadnoughts football. Kathleen Red Devils football. Winter Haven Blue Devils football. I didn't show you the Devils. There's the Devils. I didn't show you the Devils. Kathleen Red Devils football. I don't think it had a Devils sign horn for you. Wonder why they don't. Kathleen Red Devils football. So that's their Facebook. So you can see that that is their name. Kathleen Senior High School Red Devils. 863 area code. 86. 86ing the 3, the tray. Yeah, my zip code is 3388. Like I'm right here at ground zero. How's everybody doing? That's great. I'm doing as good as the Lord allows. Navy Lieutenant Suzelle Thomas said, I didn't believe it. Doubting Thomas. Ah, good job, Christian. Christian's just knocking this stuff out of the park. Flying Eagles, Warhawks, Viking, Growler. Super interesting. All right, Christian, thank you. As usual, just excellent stuff. We don't take you for granted, though, with the as usual. That was special. Yeah, so my son is 1-4. Look at that. So watching London Boulevard, 212 Fahrenheit. That's the same actor that did Miami Vice, which is all about the 305 area code again. So always keeping an eye on March 5th. From the Donnie Darko date, it's big. 3453 by March 5th. 53 again with 3533 March 5th, which is 35. Or 305, of course. Of course. I'll put this in the description. And yeah, Trump's numbers. His day's old, 2800. On 216, he'll be 28-6, which was the score of the game during the blackout. 1322. Tomorrow's 322 days left in the year. So I think what starts tomorrow, something will happen, maybe. If not, it's just a ritual. But some event could occur somewhere. But the predictive programming is so strong, I always defer that it's too obvious, low-hanging fruit, dismiss it. And we can go through Valentine's Day and 216 and nothing happened. I'll be looking at 220 because of that address. Then I'll be looking at, of course, you know, the new moon, 221, rising on 223 in the year 223. Great. And then I'll be looking at March 5th. Well, remember, my number divides evenly by 37, 2226. So I'll be looking at the 26 rising on the 28th. And then, of course, March 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Really the 5th, though, because the full moon is the 7th. Is that everything? We did the grid. Serena flag falling would be on the rising day. Dog day afternoon. Rising day, again, GoldenEye, James Bond 007. Released on 11/17, by the way, GoldenEye. LOL. October 2nd, 2001, just for giggles, I mixed the two dates. It's like going 9/11, 1988, which is in there too. OJ Bronco chase hits on the 16th. This is AC. I'm in the white horse. I'm in the white Bronco. It's big. It's big. All right, love y'all. Amazing stuff.